Speaking of the Gators, they beat Wisconsin 84-83 in an overtime thriller on Friday. Gators head coach Mike White was asked about the physical and emotional carryover after that W.
Worried, not going to lie to you, about where our emotions are and our level of mental and physical fatigue. First thing I asked the guys this morning at breakfast, hey, how you feel? Man, my legs are killing me. I'm tired. And I'm sure South Carolina feels that way as well. Our game was a little bit different, of course, and our guys got to sleep a little bit later, and that's what's going on in their head today. So rest today, hydration. Our guys will do massages. Our support staff's off the charts. We'll get at their legs a little bit, try to get some of that lactic acid out. We can't do a ton physically. The goal will be by tomorrow morning to feel, to have some normalcy with that mental and physical fatigue.
The Gators played the first game, 2:20 Eastern tip-off when they take on South Carolina. Tim, as we mentioned, it was an emotional overtime win. When they come out on Sunday, do you expect they might be a little fatigued after everything they went through? Or these college kids and they know what's on the line and there should be no excuses? They should be ready to roll.
First of all, there shouldn't be any excuses, right? You're playing for a chance to go to the Final Four, which is the ultimate in college basketball. But I will say this. When you play Wisconsin, your attention to detail has to be so good because they're like surgeons out there on the floor. So you really have to be locked and loaded. And think about all the days of preparation you had leading up to that game, right? Because that was your first game of the weekend. And now the quick turnaround.
Yep.
South Carolina won their game easy. Like you knew with 12 minutes left in that game, they were going to walk all over Baylor because Baylor played horrible, and that was due to South Carolina's defense and Syntherius Thornwell. So I have big-time concern for Florida here, especially an early start, especially for a team with the big emotional win. The Garden was rocking, the swings in that game. So, yes, there's going to be a little hangover of immediately following the next day. But, yeah, I'm concerned. I'm concerned to hear Mike White say those things. I appreciate it.
Right. You like the honesty. I think the thing that bodes well for the Gators, they're playing an opponent that they know. Had it been a Wisconsin or a team they're not familiar with, but they've already played South Carolina twice. It's a conference opponent out of the SEC. They're already familiar with their players. It's not really much that you have to go over or game plan. It's just a matter of kind of just fine-tuning, maybe reinforcing some things. So I think that might help them with the matchup, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, they've been fortunate if you want to look at all their matchups, Florida. You know what I'm saying? They never had to play Villanova.
Right.
They play a Virginia team that wasn't playing the best of basketball, and they made them look foolish. A lot of people are picking against them in their opening game. I think they had East Tennessee State, I believe, was their first matchup. So a lot of people are picking against them there, and they've benefited and now they got South Carolina instead of playing Duke.
Yep.
Like
you talk about the bracket opening up.
The bracket opened up very nice for them. But yeah, they shouldn't have any excuses. But after a win like that, after a shot like that, we were talking about this last night. Where does that shot rank as far as all-time great shots in the history of college basketball? It's in the conversation. It's not Leitner-esque, but it's like right below it in my mind.
I mean, overtime.
Down two.
Yeah, to
3.
win the game. Yeah. After what happened in regulation with the shot that Wisconsin hit. So when you put together everything that happened, they doing the discount double check Wisconsin is, and then you go on to lose the ball game. Hey, but that's what college basketball, that's what the big dance is about. If you win, you get a whole nother week off before the Final Four. So, hey, go out there and leave it all out on